We are also on Weibo. Please check us out for more great videos.
This video is brought to you by Spirits Network. For more top-shelf entertainment, head to spiritsnetwork.com. Sign up to watch and taste your favorite shows. It happens to the best of us, and the most famous. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest celeb drunk stories.
I think maybe the fact that I didn't throw up that night and I had like a minor hangover.
Of course, because you turned 21, this would have been the first time you ever tried alcohol.
First time ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
For this list, we're looking at some of the silliest, most remarkable, or just all-around hilarious stories involving alcohol that celebrities have been willing to share.
I didn't know, like, you just get cars from strangers.
Wait,
so
a man really gave her a Rolls
gave her
Royce?
a car, yeah.
Oh, what?
I know.
Number 10. Pink got wine drunk and emailed Eminem to collaborate. For most people, a night out drinking can, at best, result in some new friends. In Pink's case, however, a few drinks is the difference between an idea she's too nervous to pitch and a hit song. As the rebellious pop singer explained to Entertainment Weekly, ITV, and SiriusXM, while working on the track Revenge with producer Max Martin, she got the idea to bring Eminem on board.
I reached out to him in this case. I love him. I've always loved him. I think he's a lyrical genius.
Wine was involved, and when she got home, even more wine was involved.
And then I went home and I drank more wine because that's what you do when you've already drank a lot of wine. You think more wine is a good idea.
Now, the two had already previously collaborated on Eminem's Won't Back Down. But hey, the rap legend is an intimidating dude, and so Pink still needed some liquid courage to email him. Eminem's response to her hilariously enthusiastic message? Okay.
And I just wrote this love letter and he just wrote back, okay. Great. Done.
Number 9. Taylor Swift hid in a bathtub with Ed Sheeran. Alcohol can lead us to make strange, impulsive, and irrational decisions. Taylor Swift ticked off all of these after hitting the sauce at a Grammys after-party. As Taylor and Ed Sheeran told BBC Radio 1, Mark Ronson was hosting at his hotel room, and the party was apparently so wild that the cops were called. So Swift grabbed her buddy Ed Sheeran and proceeded to hide in the bathtub, only to find that Irish singer-songwriter Hozier was already hiding behind the bathroom door. Later, after hopping to another party, she proceeded to gush to The Weeknd about how magnificent he is while petting his hair. Yikes, sounds like an epic night. Number 8. Anne Hathaway's Matthew McConaughey-induced hangover. A few drinks with friends can be a great way to cut loose, catch up, and bond. The thing is, you have to remember the events of your night together for that to hold true. And as Anne Hathaway learned the hard way, trying to keep up with a pal who's more practiced at the fine art of knocking him back is a one-way ticket to fuzzy memories. Talking with Ellen about the 2019 film Serenity, Hathaway explained that co-star Matthew McConaughey and his wife Camila Alves took her on a tour of the rum bars of Mauritius where they were staying.
And Matthew and Camilla took us on an amazing kind of little bar-side tour of all the best rums on the island.
Wow. And how was that?
I don't remember.
A hangover is always bad enough, but having an important meeting with the director the next day sounds like a nightmare.
And so I was just kind of like stumbling and one eye open, and I was trying to convince him about certain things about my character.
Number 7. The memorable 21st birthday gift Kendall Jenner forgot. 21st birthdays tend to get pretty wild, but the way that the Kardashian-Jenner clan does them makes your average birthday bash look like a quiet night in with your grandparents. If this family does anything, they do it big. And according to older sister Khloe Kardashian, Kendall Jenner's celebration of adulthood was no exception. Dinner was followed by a night of clubbing, plus an after-party. This likely goes without saying, but it was a star-studded affair, and the booze was flowing. Apparently, as Khloe told Jimmy Kimmel, Kendall was actually gifted a car by a complete stranger.
And then we go outside and there's a Rolls Royce and this man standing there, and I was like, who's the gift, the guy or the car? I was so confused.
The kicker is, she got so drunk that she forgot all about the unbelievable gift until Khloe reminded her the next morning.
She was like, oh my God, I forgot I got a car last night. That's how drunk she was.
Number 6. Amy Schumer stole old cake out of Jake Gyllenhaal's freezer. When visiting The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Amy Schumer talked about renting Jake Gyllenhaal's apartment.
You lived in his house, I understand.
Shut up!
Despite her fantasies of snooping through his stuff, much to her disappointment, he did a thorough job of cleaning the place out before he left. The one thing he did leave behind? Some cake. By Schumer's own admission, the cake was very old, but that didn't stop her from taking bites whenever she'd been drinking.
It was not edible. The cake was old. It was an old frozen cake, and I would get drunk, and I would eat it, and I would talk as if he were there and I was at the party that the cake was served at.
Unlike so many of the stories discussed today, Schumer even offered up video evidence of one such occasion. Adding to the hilarity, Gyllenhaal got the chance to respond to Schumer when he visited Colbert the week after her appearance.
Hey, princess, what's going on?
Number 5. Ed Sheeran made drunk plans to collaborate with The Weeknd. Apparently, there ain't no party like a party where Ed Sheeran is present, because wherever the English singer-songwriter goes, hilarious drunk celebrity shenanigans seem to follow. After hosting the Much Music Awards in Toronto, Sheeran partied at The Weeknd's condo, where The Weeknd and Sheeran apparently made plans to collaborate the next day, despite raging until 5 a.m. Now, as a general rule, it's safest to assume that any plans made while inebriated, be they social, travel, or business related, will likely fall through. This proved to be one of the rare exceptions, however. Sure enough, they wrote dark times the next day. Oh, and according to The Weeknd, Sheeran also had a rap battle with Waka Flocka Flame in his kitchen that night. Number 4. Aidy Bryant woke up in her building's hallway. Now, there's nothing funny per se about blacking out. It means you've imbibed to a dangerous degree.
Because you drank too much.
I drank so much that I blacked out.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. I know.
That being said, thankfully no harm came to SNL cast member Aidy Bryant after she passed out in her building's hallway, apart from what we can only assume was a wicked headache the next day. When speaking with fellow SNL alumnus Seth Meyers during an appearance on his late night show, she explained that what preceded this particular sleeping arrangement was Saturday Night Live's end-of-season writers' party. As confirmed by Meyers, the alcohol tends to flow quite liberally at this event, and Bryant seriously overindulged.
I woke up in the hallway of my building on the floor. Which is very humbling.
Yeah.
In fact, Bryant's alarm clock was her neighbor's newspaper hitting her when it got delivered the next morning.
So like a woman came out of the elevator and just threw a newspaper down, and I was like, what?
Number 3. Amanda Seyfried shared a drunk story as it was happening live. It's always charming when a celebrity is willing to open up about their bad behavior. Often, however, these stories are the ones that have already been cleared by their publicist as innocent and endearing. When appearing on The Late Show with David Letterman, however, it's safe to say that Amanda Seyfried was throwing caution to the wind when she talked about the drinks she'd been having backstage.
Now, have you been drinking tonight?
Yeah, I'm pretty drunk.
She then proceeded to have another one with the host, explaining that she's never sober on talk shows. Maybe that explains why she was so forthcoming on her previous visit to The Late Show. Number 2. Emma Stone performed on stage with Prince despite a bleeding foot. After a few drinks, we can all get up to things we'd be too self-conscious to do when sober. Other times, the recklessness resulting from alcohol consumption can result in bodily harm. At the Saturday Night Live 40th anniversary special, Emma Stone experienced both in a single epic evening. At an after-party for the event, the actress had been having a few drinks and removed her shoes to dance, only to wind up stomping on some glass and cutting her foot, quite severely from the sound of it. But not 60 seconds after getting the glass out, she was invited to play tambourine on stage with the now dearly departed music legend Prince. And she did it, bloody foot and all.
Emma Stone, everybody. Available for parties and corporate functions.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jennifer Lawrence puked in front of Miley Cyrus. Jennifer Lawrence isn't shy about her drinking stories. When approached by one particularly rude fan in Budapest while drinking with friends, J-Law wound up pouring her beer on the guy's head and suitcase.
And I was like, did you just say you to me? Did you just say you to me? And I grabbed him and I took beers and I started dousing them all over him.
By her own admission, however, she's also a bit of a puker. Lawrence is tight with Adele and Emma Stone, and the latter wound up rubbing her back as she threw up at an Adele concert in Los Angeles.
Aunt Jen's drunk.
But her Oscar night story takes the cake. After getting an invite to a super exclusive party hosted by Madonna and Guy Oseary, she proceeded to throw up all over the businessman's porch. Adding insult to injury, she then realized that a none too impressed Miley Cyrus was standing right behind her.
I was in such bad condition, and I look behind me while I'm puking, and Miley Cyrus is there, like, get it together.
This video is brought to you by Spirits Network. For more top-shelf entertainment, head to spiritsnetwork.com. Sign up to watch and taste your favorite shows.